First of all, I would just like to say that Twitter...
Seriously, you don't get this sort of stuff on American Idol.
No, definitely not. They're actually calling you guys the Shark Tank for social good startups in the Twitterverse. Like seriously, the Twitterverse and live stream are loving you guys.
What's not to love?
Exactly, and they're loving the startups as well. So definitely keep the tweets going, keep the conversations going, and thanks to the first two so far. And now we're going to do, I believe it's called Prove My Concept, or Prove a Concept?
Prove my concept.
There we go. That makes a lot of sense. All right, here we go. Big round of applause. Get it ready.
So when I was 14, I looked at my dad and I said, oh, you know what I don't have? Is a clicker. He didn't pass it. I looked at my dad and I said, when I grow up, I want your job. To which he responded, no, Quinn, you just want to be your own boss. Good afternoon, my name is Quinn Simpson, the proud daughter of two people who chose less conventional career paths. I've flown in to be here today from London, England, where I run a company called Prove My Concept, an online education platform that allows students to create, develop, and test their business ideas. Whilst working with young entrepreneurs over the last 4 years, I met some enthusiastic and talented individuals with brilliant ideas, all of whom struggled with the same question. How do I make this happen? Prove My Concept answers that question. Small enterprises and entrepreneurs are a key player in the future of our economies, from companies like Y Combinator providing seed capital, to socially engaging websites like Twitter, to Kiva and their microfinance loans in Africa. Whatever these entrepreneurs are doing, they are changing the world. And young entrepreneurs aspire to be like these people. We know this. Studies show this. A survey done in the UK reports that 41% of 18-year-olds aspire to start a business. 78% have ideas. And 56% do nothing about it. Why? Because they have no idea where to turn. That's why we're here today. We provide students with a resource to turn to when they think they have a business concept. We'll help them prove that concept. And the potential? It could transform education by handing over the responsibility and the ownership to students around the globe. For students, it's a channel for creativity. For teachers, it's a tool for cross-curriculum learning. For schools, it is the bridge between real-world enterprise and education. And for society, it is the catalyst to a global community of young, successful entrepreneurs. So how do we do it? Well, the student arrives at provemyconcept.com. They're asked to log in, summarize their business concept. Then they're able to go for some more student resources, ask some more detailed questions, and then their teacher can give them feedback. And it works. An impact on the academic achievement, a culture of students going for it. And not only do students need this, schools need this. They both need this. So how do we keep our lights on? Well, we charge schools 50 cents per student per year. And we only work with the whole school to encourage full participation. We have an annual competition where the winning concept receives $5,000 to help turn that idea into a business concept, into a real business. I need water. I knew this was going to happen. Sorry. Has to be done.
Good, good.
So, Proof My Concept was started by a company called Find, Invest, Grow. Find, Invest, Grow uses the same idea assessment tool to find investable concepts from UK university students. In the last 18 months, they've raised over $2.8 million for 9 successful startups. They are our proof of concept. Our framework requires merely an internet connection and a computer. We have a truly global reach. And we're addressing a real need, a real challenge. With a $10,000 cash prize today, we will expand to the US. And with our framework across American school boards, the rest of the world will follow. We'll also develop Share My Concept, a new service that will allow students to interact with each other and local entrepreneurs. And teachers can use it for best practice and resource sharing. By giving students the opportunity to think outside the box, we can create a generation of young people who make things happen. My father was right. The envy I mentioned earlier was not for his job. It was for the freedom, the choice, and the responsibility that comes with being your own boss. With Prove My Concept in schools across the globe, more young people will have the opportunity to achieve this. We've proved our concept in the UK. Help us prove our concept in the rest of the world. Thank you. I'd now like to invite two of my colleagues.
No, so I love the concept. I mean, I like the enthusiasm with which you delivered it. But, you know when Foursquare started and someone launched another website called robmyhouse.com because everyone was saying where they were? Why isn't this called Steal My Concept? I mean, why should anyone... What's the point of a site where you're just saying, I've had an idea, I'm going to stick it out there, tell everybody about it?
Well, the reason is you're not sharing it with your students, you're sharing it with your teachers. The teachers aren't going to steal your concept. The students choose which other students...
Have you been at Harvard Business School? I think they all steal the concept, don't they?
Well, yeah, there's certainly the opportunity, but no more than in real life.
I would also add to that Chris Anderson, who started Wired, am I correct in the name? Yes. He puts his ideas on the web every day, apparently. I've seen a few, but apparently it happens a lot. And I think that actually, even if somebody did steal the idea, God forbid, I hope that doesn't happen, but if it did, the fact is at the end of the day that somebody would do it differently.
You have a criminal thinking, Matthew.
A career in what?
Criminal thinking.
Criminal. Yeah, no, I have, in my spare time, it's...
Can you create a competition for these projects?
We should get this man a chair. Don't you think?
Come over, come over.
I've no idea who you are. It's fantastic.
Come over, we want you up. Nobody hear you, come over.
No, there's trouble. You're wasted down there, seriously. No, come on. No one can hear you at the back. Come up and sit.
So my question is,
okay, so I think we've heard
what
today and through the rest of the summit about how sharing what people do, how young people and all different organizations is really beneficial, about forming alliances, about forming partnerships. And we are working with quite young people, engaging them in enterprise education from an early age. 14-year-olds need the encouragement, the guidance and the support that we offer. Also the security, I accept, but actually the journey is the important thing. And we heard even a couple of days ago about how failure is a part of the journey. What we're talking about for Prove My Concept is helping them take an idea and push it into something real that they can make happen. If at some point it gets to a stage, and hopefully it will, and regularly, that they need to be consulted with some form of legal structure or IP, then that will certainly be something we can provide.
So I am auctioning my right for a question to the highest bid. Any offers?
Go.
You won. What is the question?
So, I actually have a question. Can I bid?
As one of the judges.
My question is, so when you're trying to convince a 7th or 8th grade teacher that this is a better way for them to teach a unit about everybody make up a concept for a startup and we'll talk about it, why would they use your platform instead of just talking about it in the class?
Well, as you saw up there, some of the feedback we've had has said it actually improves academic achievement. The reason is it engages it. For a geography teacher to turn around and say, well, the reason that you're studying demographics is, and you can apply that using Prove My Concept in when you're analysing markets that you might sell to. When you're studying maths, you can show how you create a spreadsheet to forecast your business. When you're working in computing, you can say, look, these are the skills that you can apply later on. When you're working in art, this is an important part of building a business. It shows the applicability of the skills that you're developing.
And I hate to be the Paula Abdul on this, but I have to ask the obvious questions that I hope someone else in the Twitterverse has as well.
No, if you hate,
I thought he was the Paula Abdul.
So the obvious question that I have is, who is it that is answering the question, will the fish bite? Is it just the teachers that know the student, or is this crowdsourced in some way to bring in greater knowledge from around?
Today,
capture that? Yeah.
Today it is the teachers in their school.
Okay.
In the future, and as we move forward and develop Share My Concept, it will be crowdsourced from the teachers.
And are we building profits Are we building margins? Are we building social
We,
good?
he already became your partner. We, what is this we?
It's both and all.
Those who are
We've
interacting.
seen for-profit ideas coming through, we've seen ideas coming through for charities. It's worth noting that whether you're starting a non-profit or a for-profit, you still have to ask the same questions. Am I sustainable? Is this needed? Is it a real problem? Am I actually solving it? So it's the same framework.
I mean, I must say, I'm a bit sceptical that teachers are really going to be able to provide much wisdom, given they're, by and large, they're great people, not great entrepreneurs. I mean, I wonder whether you should be merging with Catch a Fire and getting all those pro bono people in the business world to be proving the concept.
You can be an investment banker.
Well, some teachers are very capable and have transferable skills, and in many cases have been businessmen and women before. And in the cases where there isn't, well, you saw, well, I don't know if you did, Tony Bates was here earlier in the conference talking about engaging experts around. That's what we're going to step up to do. So we can get parents of the kids in schools, local professionals, local entrepreneurs to connect with the kids. So if the kid says, I need someone who knows something about manufacturing their teachers don't know, or maybe one of their friends' parents don't.
We're in it. We're ready.
Seriously, thank you very much. That's great. I loved it. Great. Thank you.